Hey guys, it's me again, Marty, the author and creator of the Serana Dialogue Add-On mod. I hope you all have been enjoying version 3.1. It was really a blast to make. Now, I'd like to announce the upcoming version 3.2, which contains a lot of new content, including Dragonborn side quests, more Radiant commentary, the expansion of the spell feature, and much more. If you want to know more about that 3.2 update, you can check the link in the description below, which will take you to my website, where I talk about the update notes in detail. I'm also making the announcement that version 3.2 will no longer include the Revoice, because it is going to be released as its own standalone update before 3.2, a 3.1.1. Because I realize a lot of us want to get the Revoice out of the way and done, so we can move and look into more and new content. So the Revoice will be tackled first. I expect it to be released around this month, I think by the end of this month. And the Revoice will tackle the final 25% that hasn't been tackled yet. That means some combat lines, some grunt, some radiant lines that haven't been able to get out of the way yet, as well as the cure conversation. Now, the cure conversation isn't exactly a Revoice per se. It's more of a rewrite because the vanilla one left a lot to be desired. So thanks to the feedback of a lot of my patrons, they were really helpful in that. We've managed to really tackle this with a lot of scrutiny and a lot of care, to make sure that the original intent of the conversation was kept intact, while still improving a lot of the weaknesses of it and where it was lacking. Like the whole Serana being able to cure herself, it coming out of the blue, you know, and it just being like a spur of the moment thing. The conversation is a lot longer, so it will show the impression that Serana is thinking about this more. It's a life-changing thing. Vampire not being a vampire, that sort of thing. And again, to reiterate, after we tackle the Revoice, the 3.1.1 update or something like that, which will be released at the same time on all platforms, PC, SSE, AE, Xbox, Lover's Lab, like all those platforms done, Kerstyn and I will tackle version 3.2 with just the new content, and version 3.3, 3.4, it's gonna have nothing but new content from then on out, because we got the Revoice out of the way, no more headache about that, and we can just focus on making new and exciting stuff. Thank you all also for the suggestions you've put and given forth to the SDA survey that Taylor put out. That will be really insightful for me to improve the mod even further as we go on from here. Also, as sort of like, because I know I've done, at least in the past, dev roadmap things, as a mini sort of roadmap, I won't make a full video for that so far. I'll just talk about it a bit now in this video. Every version from 3.2 to 3.4 is covered in the planned content article. So if you want to know what's in store for the mod, do check it out there. And besides what's immediately planned for the next couple of updates, you can also read the eventually planned and the stuff that's on the back burner, like Legacy of the Dragonborn stuff and the Beyond Skyrim Bruma and other, awareness patches, stuff like that. I'd also like to thank all the patrons for supporting the mod and all the requests that they've given for the custom names. Version 3.1 was good to incorporate a lot of them, and with version 3.2, after Revoice, I can't wait to implement your names there in the future. Now, seeing that work on 3.2 is a bit delayed, we're not working on it immediately, you can still request custom names for Serana to say in the mod. Now, while patrons can request these names and conversations, it's virtually available to anyone who plays the mod, because I do believe that essentially everything in modding and mod making should be free and free to play. All you need to do is have your character be named a specific name and my mod should automatically detect that. If it doesn't, there's also a manual way to do that through the dialog menu. And Serana will call you by that name. And if that name has a conversation or a custom conversation tied to it, you will get that conversation tied already. And yeah, that's it. After that, I will work on 3.2 and release a trailer whenever it's ready for that. Without further ado, okay, that's it. See ya.